tell me what it is we're doing.
Come and see the show.
You foul, loathsome, evil little cockroach.
That's us.
Hermione, no. It's not worth it.
This is not normal.
This is a time turner, Harry. McGonagall gave it to me first term. This is how I've been getting to my lessons all year.
You mean we've gone back in time?
Yes. Dumbledore obviously wanted us to return to this moment. Clearly something happened he wants us to change.
In Prisoner of Azkaban, the magic makers transform time into something you occupy, not just something that you jump through. So it all comes to life through amazing choreography, camera movement, props, and performance. Do you have like a favourite detail or moment through that whole time turner sequence?
Oh man, I think just first of all, the whole motif of clocks throughout the film is so great. And I love just like the sound design that is like sprinkled through the movie.
Tell us more about that.
It's just like you hear, like tick-tock of the clock through different scenes, especially when there's like foreshadowing of big moments happening.
Interesting.
But I do honestly think that Prisoner of Azkaban has some of the best time travel in cinema.
Yeah.
Like it really does pay off. And obviously it's like the type of time travel where like nothing changes, but our perspective changes. And like as an audience member, it's still like such a powerful experience, even when I know what's going to happen. So I don't know. I just love how they handled it. I love how they shot it. I love that it, like when I go back to rewatch it, I'm like looking in the background to see if I could catch, Harry and Hermione sneaking around. And I just think it's such a cool way to depict time travel and getting that task done,
I really love it when we see the characters like interacting with themselves, however sort of like obliquely. So like Hermione throwing the rock at Harry's head and then him in the present day being like, that hurt. Yeah.
So good.
It's just brilliant. And also like the whole idea of the paradox and how you can never actually work out the sequence of events. It doesn't make sense because you have to have them both there. Why does Dumbledore know? Like all of that, like that Dumbledore in that timeline shouldn't know. But he clearly does.
Yeah. More questions than answers there.
It's true. So recently I sat down with the magic makers who brought this like incredible sequence to life. And we've already spoken to him about Chamber of Secrets, but let's hear what he had to say about Prisoner of Azkaban, its special effects supervisor, John Richardson. John Richardson, great to have you back with us.
Thank you. Nice to be with you.
I wanted to ask you about the time turner sequence because obviously that's all about like repetition, but we're seeing it from different perspectives and there is a lot that goes on in that particular sequence. So how much coordination did that require from your department with all of the others to make sure that it kind of ran as smoothly as possible and looked the same each time?
All I can remember is it got terribly complicated.
I can imagine.
And I mean, we did little things like to make the time turner spin, we had a little air jet hidden up Hermione's sleeve.
So simple and so
when
great.
she held it up, the air jet made it spin.
Yeah.
And it looked as though it was spinning naturally. We did I think the clock was involved in that. And of course we had the pendulum for the clock. I'm pretty sure that was all the same sequence. But the pendulum was supposed to be 60 feet long. And we were only seeing the bottom 20 feet. So we couldn't just put it up and have it swing like that. Because it was supposed to be swinging from up there.
Right.
So we had to build a circular rig that would take the pendulum through the correct arc. So there were lots of complicated little things like that.
We talked to Nick Dodman about the creature designs and, he is such a genius when it comes to the look of so many of the amazing things that we see. Buckbeak the hippogriff feels so realistic. He was saying how he would sort of say, you have to bow to Buckbeak, and they would because that's how real he felt. When it came to the movement of Buckbeak, I imagine some was done, in CGI, but what were the practical effects needed for him?
Nick did the main creature and the sort of animatronic movements of it. What we did was when, for instance, Harry was flying on Buckbeak, we built a structure with the wings. The children could lay on the wings, and then we made the wings flap. So they used that to CGI Buckbeak underneath the kids, or the kids were then put on top. It gave the whole creature the movement and reality again that there should have been. So, I mean, throughout those films, I'd worked with Nick a number of times before, notably on a film called Willow. We knew one another really well and got on well together. And, that then transferred through to when we did the dragons on the next film. So Nick made the dragon, we made it breathe fire. In fact, it looked so good, we took the whole thing up to Leicester Square in London for the premiere and had it breathing fire outside the theatre there.
That sounds absolutely brilliant. I bet everyone loved that. Now, I wanted to ask about Alfonso Cuarón. Obviously, he comes on as a new director in Prisoner of Azkaban, and we know that he's quite interested in the practical effects of filmmaking as well, and he's also bringing with him a much darker tone. So what did all of that mean for you on set?
It was something I don't think many of us were that conscious of, because we were so busy trying to figure out how to do things. You just accept the fact that it's changed. I left those thoughts, worries and decisions to the director and the lighting cameraman, and we just followed on and did what he and the script wanted. From that point of view, it was easy. I've worked on so many films over the years, and one minute you're doing Robin Hood and the next minute the Battle of Britain with Spitfires flying.
Right.
So that constant change,
Yeah.
well, we've just all grown up to accept.
Thank you so much, John, for talking to us. It's been so brilliant and interesting to hear. I mean, you really are a magic maker.
Well, thank you very much.